I'll announce him as our announcer here at Cook Center.
And now for today's starting lineups, first for Missouri Valley. Starting at guard, the 6'1" senior from Fort Worth, Texas, number 4, Michael Connor.
So for Missouri, number 4, Michael Connor, 6-foot guard, senior from Fort Worth, Texas. The freshman, Jordan Epps, number 5 from Springfield, Missouri. Number 10, Jim Thomas from St. Louis, Missouri. He's a junior as well. Number 32, Kendall Hayes. He's a 6'6" junior from Houston, Texas. And number 33, Lawrence Brown, the 6'8" junior from Chicago, Illinois. For the Pioneers, you have the senior guard, Rustin Dowd, number 32. Number 5, Nick Sarai, the sophomore point guard. Jacob French, the 6'7" senior forward. Brandon Newton, the junior guard. And David Clark, the 6'4" senior from San Antonio, Texas. So we're getting underway here at Bell Family Arena for the number 22 team in the land, the MNU Pioneers, to take on Missouri Valley. MNU coming in with a record of 20-7, 12-3 in the Heart. They are number 3 in the Heart, but they are only 2 games behind. Excuse me, they're only 1 game behind that of Evangel. If MNU, Culver Stockton, and Evangel, the top 2 teams in the Heart, are taking on today. If Culver Stockton wins that contest, it'll be a 3-way tie between MNU, Evangel, and Culver Stockton. And MNU will have the advantage to be able to take on both those teams next week, Thursday and Saturday, as MNU goes down to Springfield to take on Evangel. And we'll host Culver Stockton next Saturday right here at Bell Family Arena.
Missouri Valley's record coming in tonight is 9-18 overall.
The Pioneers are number 2 team in the land when it comes to shooting the ball from the field, 52%. The last time these 2 teams met, only 65 attempts in 2 halves and 3 overtimes for the Pioneers, compared to 85 attempts from Missouri Valley, which kept the Vikings in the ball game and took it to the 3 overtimes.
Is everybody ready for the tip-off today? Yeah.
And here's the tip-off. Jacob French gives it off to David Clark. Nick Sarai now with the ball, midcourt on top of the covered wagon here at Bell Family Arena. Left side, Rustin Dowd. And the pass there tipped away. They're going to call a foul here on number 10, Jim Thomas. As Rustin Dowd with the ensuing inbound, he'll give it over the top here to David Clark. Clark now right side, Sarai setting the offense here. Slow, one of Adam Hepker's keys to victory for this Pioneer team, though. However, his transition and energy, as a nice high-low pass there from Newton to French. Missed the first one, but is able to get his offensive putback here. And here comes Epps, the freshman for Missouri Valley. Epps guarded by French. And we're going to have a foul here by Brandon Newton on the baseline. So that's the first on Newton, the first for the team, as Epps will throw the ball in for Missouri Valley. Epps out to number 10. That's Jim Thomas. He drained a 2-point bucket there. And here come the Pioneers. Here's Nick Sarai. Sarai left side, now gives it to Clark. Clark inside to French. French fouled on the floor by number 4, Michael Connor, I believe, as he was doubled inside the post. Actually, they're going to call that on Kendall Hayes. His first, the second team foul of the half for the Vikings. As we have a tie ball game, 2-2. Inbounded here to Jacob French. Hit in the face, but no call. Rustin Dowd with the offensive putback, no good. Rebounded out here by number 4, that's Michael Connor. Connor will give it up to Epps, the freshman sensation. 18 points a game for Jordan Epps here this season. Epps now out to Connor. Connor from 14. He throws it there from top of key. Connor, nice little pull-up jump shot. And here comes Nick Sarai for the Pioneers. Sarai, he'll go middle of the paint, kick it out to Newton. Newton, a little jump shot there from 13 feet away. He'll drain it, nothing but the bottom of the twine. Here comes Epps. 4-4, 18:30 remaining. Epps all the way to the block. He's blocked by David Clark. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Missouri Valley. Nice play there by the senior from San Antonio, Texas. Jordan Epps throwing the ball in here for Missouri Valley. Out to number 4, that's Michael Connor. Now at the top of key, Hayes. Hayes will give it inside to Brown, who's fouled by French. As French tried to reach in and get the ball away. But the visual here on the near side said that's a foul, reach in. And Luke Thomas will come in, taking out Brandon Newton. Luke Thomas, the #1 player in the nation when it comes to defensive rebounds per game at 7 each and every contest. Here's the inbound to Brown. Excuse me, that's Hayes. Now left side, Thomas. Right side now, Epps. Epps guarded by Clark. Double team, has the ball tipped away, picked up by Thomas. Luke to Clark, back to Thomas. Thomas off the glass, no good, but he was fouled. Good little transition game, 2-on-2 between David Clark and Luke Thomas. Sharing the basketball between those two players. MNU is number 6 in the NAIA when it comes to assist turnover ratio, 1.27 assists to every 1 turnover.
Substitution for Missouri Valley, number 30, James Pope.
So they like to share the basketball throughout much of the contest. The first shot there for Luke Thomas is no good. His first free throw. 18:06 remaining. Here's his second. It's up. Off the back rim, no good. Tipped around, finally picked up by Brown. Out to Epps. Epps, that's Pope, who's in the game for the Vikings. Michael Connor now gives it right to Epps. Epps gets the screen from Brown. Epps now top of key, dumps it inside to Pope. Pope off the glass, no good. Tipped around, he gets his own offensive rebound though, and gives it out to Thomas, Jim Thomas. He'll give it out to Pope. Pope, a long 3, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by Luke Thomas. Thomas out to Sarai. Sarai pushing the ball all the way to David Clark for the flush. What a play there from Nick Sarai to David Clark from just across half court. The alley-oop jam there from Sarai to Clark. What a play there. MNU on top, 6-4 early. Here's Epps guarded by Clark now, right side. Now in here to Pope. Pope missed the shot. And they're going to call Pope for the foul there as he pushed off for the rebound. It'll be MU ball underneath the basket here, away from their own goal. Missouri Valley here on a 2-2-1 press, trying to slow down the game of the Pioneers, who like to run it in transition. Jacob French ahead to David Clark. Clark picks up the ball, now gives it out to Dowd. Dowd, of course, scored his 2,000th point this Thursday, against Baker. Jacob French now to Dowd. Dowd, pull-up jumper from about 18, misses it. Rebounded out by Thomas. And Thomas stuck the ball on his hip there, and they're going to call for a double dribble. And an unforced turnover there by Thomas, the junior from St. Louis. Jim Thomas, that is, for Missouri Valley. Make sure we don't get those mixed up. Connor Langer into the game for the Pioneers. Gives it out to Jacob French inside to Luke Thomas. There's a spin move there off the glass. No good for Luke. Missed the bunny shot. There was a problem for the girls in the first game, missing short shots. And there was a carry there by Epps. Good call there from the backside official. To see the palm by Jordan Epps. So a couple sloppy turnovers there for the Vikings. Give it back to MNU, who have a 2-point lead, 6-4 here early. Rustin Dow, the senior, as Brandon Newton checks into the game. Right side, Luke Thomas, top of key. French now left to Clark. Left free throw line extended. He looks in, now gives it to Dowd. Wide open 3, Dowd. It's good for the senior, Rustin Dowd. MNU now with a 5-point lead. It's 9-4 with 16:05 remaining. Epps over to Brown. Brown top the key. Now gives it to Thomas. Jim, that is, for Missouri Valley. Now right side, number 4, it's Michael Connor. Connor looks in. Looks for Brown. Now gives it out to Epps. Epps, left side, Thomas. Jim Thomas Double team, now grabbed away by French. And French out there to hedge on Thomas. Tipped the ball away from him. They're going to say it was out of bounds on French. Good hustle play there to attempt the steal by French, but he will come out of the ball game, replaced by Brandon Newton. Jacob French, the second leading scorer, or the third leading scorer here for the Pioneers this season, averaging 12 points a contest. Here's Thomas. Thomas now gives it to Pope. Pope spin move middle lane, left-handed hook goes. It's 9-6 as Michael Connor almost got the steal there. As Rustin Dowd was running away from the inbounds pass from Brandon Newton and almost cost his team a turnover. Rustin Dowd here running the point for MNU on top of the big covered wagon on top in Balk Family Arena. Brandon Newton left side, David Clark. David looks inside, hitting the face a little bit there as he gives it off to Rustin Dowd. Top of the key, Rustin Dowd going all over the lane. Nice floater, right hand off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Brown. Here comes Pope. Pope left side, Epps. Gets a screen from Pope against Clark. Epps now off to Connor. Here's Brown. Brown gives it into Pope. Left elbow off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Brown, put back. As Brown sliced right in front of Dowd to get the offensive rebound. Put back, it's 9-8 now with 14:55 remaining. And Rustin has the ball stolen away by number 20, that's David Smith. And David Smith tried to give the ball off, which he did, but he was fouled in the process. And they're going to say it was on the floor because he was passing the ball, not shooting. And that foul is going to go on Luke Thomas. His first. The third foul of the half for the Pioneers. And David Clark will come out of the game, replaced by Lucas Weigel, the 6'7" German. And Garrettson also into the game for MNU. And Rustin Dowd here called for a foul on the sideline, as the official said he bumped Jim Thomas on his way out of bounds. So Thomas inbound, Jim that is from Missouri Valley, out to Pope. James Pope back to Thomas. Good hedge there by Newton. And a foul there on Newton. And Newton had his arm on his own waist, and so the official said that was a hand check because he didn't see his hand above his head, which a little ticky-tack foul there, but call him early, keep the team settled down, and an offensive foul there on Jordan Epps. Actually, they're going to call a timeout. I thought they might have called an offensive foul there. Timeout by the coach of Missouri Valley. We'll be right back here, KMU Sports Radio and MUSports.com. Welcome back to Cook Center and Bell Family Arena on top of Rocky Lamar Court. Rocky Lamar, of course, the head coach for the Pioneers the last 27 seasons. The 21st time this season he's won 20 or more games in the last 23 years at the helm of this MNU Pioneer squad. Here's number 20, Smith, inbounding it for Missouri Valley. Now off to Pope. Pope gives it off to Thomas. Thomas to Epps. Epps will shoot a three off a screen. Bounce off the rim, no good. Rebound by Pope. Epps again. Off the back rim, no good. Tipped out by Brown. It'll be MNU basketball. So Brown over Dowd, almost grabbing the rebound. But to no avail. Jacob French goes all the way to the block. Fading away from the glass, however, and Jacob French hustled around on Brown here in the backcourt, almost got the ball, bounced off the official, and then kind of lost placement there. And so it'll be Missouri Valley ball off of Jacob French. Here's James Pope to throw it in to Jordan Epps. Jordan Epps, a sensational freshman, averaging almost 19 points a contest for his Vikings. Inside to Brown. Brown, right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebounded there by Smith. Taken away by Dowd. And Dowd is fouled by Brown, as he was trying to push it in transition. On the floor for the Pioneers, Jason Garrettson, Jacob French, Connor Langer, Luke Thomas, and Rustin Dowd. And David Smith, Lawrence Brown, Jim Thomas, Jordan Epps, and James Pope for the Vikings. Jacob French inside to Thomas. Thomas bobbles it around and out of bounds. So Thomas just not able to handle the pass there from French. And David Clark will come back into this game for Rustin. And Jordan Epps here right side against Clark. Thomas. Thomas guard by Garrettson. Smith. Smith guard by Langer. Top of key. Pope right side to Thomas. Thomas back to Pope. And they're going to say Pope traveled with it. Good call there by the baseline official. It'll be Pioneer basketball with 13:30 remaining. Substitution here as Lionel Deliska, the 6'5 junior from Miramar, Florida. Jason Garrettson against Smith. Garrettson to French. French gives it to the left elbow, trying to work, gives it to a cutting French, French getting out to a cutting Clark, who was pushed in the process by Jim Thomas. That's a second foul on Thomas, as Brody Thompson will come into the game for him. The 16th foul of the half for Missouri Valley. Luke Thomas throwing the ball in, gives it out to French. French now top of the key. Garrettson, Jason will set up the offense, now left side to Clark. Clark against Smith, loses the handle but regains composure and gives it out to Thomas. Luke, that is. Right side, Garrettson. Garrettson looking in for French. French gets it in the right corner. Guarded by DeSelka. French off the glass, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas goes up hard, and he is fouled. He'll get 2 free throws here, as Lawrence Brown picks up the foul for Missouri Valley.
Foul's number 33, Lawrence Brown. That's his second personal, 7th team foul.
So the second one on Brown, that's going to hurt this team later on, as he's their leader in rebounds and their second leading scorer. As Luke Thomas makes his first free throw there. And Nick Sarai back in the game for the Pioneers, taking out Jason Garrettson. Number 42, Nick Diata, coming into the game for the Vikings. Luke Thomas' second free throw is no good. Rebounded out by Deliska, rather. Deliska now left side, Smith. Gives it off to Epps, right side, Thompson. Thompson looking, gets the screen here. You guys hedge there by French. Thompson back to Smith, over to Epps. Epps gets a screen from Diata. Epps from the top of the key with 3. It's good for Jordan Epps. And for the first lead in the game for Missouri Valley, it's 10-11 to Missouri Valley, as Connor Langer's roll-around shot doesn't go. David Clark going up strong, missing the shot, but he was fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. The senior from San Antonio, Texas. He's been providing a lot of quality minutes here for the Pioneers. He's started a lot of games this season. Doesn't score a whole lot of points, averages about 6 a game, but does his role and does it well, and that's why he gets all the minutes. Works hard in practice, says Lamar. And we saw his high-flying ability earlier in the lob from Sarai to David Clark earlier this half. His first free throw is missed. The second is nothing but the bottom of the twine. It's a tie ball game at 11. Here at Bell Family Arena, Jordan Epps now atop the big covered wagon in the middle of Rocky Lamar's court. Right side, Epps top of the key now. Deliska now to Smith. Smith, he'll go against Langer all the way to the baseline to DeSelka. DeSelka gets a nice little bounce pass as he boxes out Jacob French. And Nick Sarai, they said, just lost the basketball out of bounds. Missouri Valley. Rustin Dowd back into the game for Connor Langer. As Rocky Lamar said, Nick got the ball poked out from behind. The official disagreed, though. Missouri Valley ball. Thompson, right side, Epps. Jordan gives it off top of key to DeSelka. Deliska, Epps now. Epps against Clark, right side, Thompson. Thompson looking inside. And he'll go around French, give it off to Diata. Diata off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Deliska. Deliska has the ball taken away by Down, now to Sarai. Sarai to Clark. Clark all the way to the rim, no good. Rebounded by Sarai. And Smith will come on top of Sarai as Sarai had a nice pump fake there. And it wasn't a hard foul. He just got up on the up fake, which Nick Sarai does so well, and kind of come down on top of him. That'll be the first for Jim Thomas. Excuse me, that's David Smith, a senior from Fort Worth. And Michael Connor will come back into the game, replacing Smith. The 19th foul of the half for the Missouri Valley Vikings compared to 5 from MNU. So. And Nick Sarai's free throw is good. The front end of the 1-and-1. And Sarai, his second. Rolls around and good. Tie ball game now, 13-all, 11:30 remaining. And Thompson gives it off to Epps. Kicked out of bounds by David Clark. It'll be Missouri Valley here underneath their own goal. The last time these two teams met, they took it to triple overtime, where MNU finally pulled it out, 111-109. After out-rebounding the Vikings, 45-31. Here's Connor, right side to Thompson. Thompson gets a screen from Deliska. Now gives it over to Deliska. Deliska, pump fake, goes around Weigel all the way to the goal. No go. And then Diata with the rebound, hit by Weigel, who is also vying for that same rebound.
That's his first 16 foul.
It's the first team foul, or the first personal rather, on the German. 16 foul of the half for MNU. Thompson to throw it in. Here's Epps. Now Connor. Michael Connor inside to Diata. And they're going to say that Deliska, rather, that was Deliska receiving the ball on the entry pass. He traveled with it. MNU ball, 11 minutes remaining. Tie ball game, 13-all. On the floor for your Pioneers, dressed in their white uniforms, Navy numerals traced in red, is Nick Sarai, Jacob French, Rustin Dow, Lucas Weigel, and David Clark. And Rustin here, near side. He'll go back out to the half-court line corner. And Rustin Dow gives it off to Clark. Clark, nice little jumper from the baseline, no good. Rebounded out by Epps. Epps now hands it off to Connor. Connor going to the right elbow, loses the handle. Picked up by Clark and Epps. And then Clark and Connor are both on the floor for the ball. They're going to call David Clark for the foul.
17 foul.
And even though it's inadvertent, they still call those a foul in the NAIA. So unfortunately, a hustle play to no avail for David Clark as he's called for the foul. Luckily for him, it's his first. It's only his first here in the game. The 7th of the half, though, for his team. So 1-and-1 here for Michael Connor. And Connor's front end of the 1-and-1 is good, putting Missouri Valley back in front, 14-13 with 10:24 left to go in the first. Connor, his shot is up and good. 2-point lead now for the Vikings, 15-13, as Nick Sarai has the ball in the backcourt against the 2-2-1 press. Rustin Dowd off to Sarai, breaking the press, across the point, now return to David Clark, all the way to the goal, and good. So another connection there from Nick Sarai to David Clark in the full court will give David Clark a chance at a three-point play here. And the lead here for the Pioneers as well. So David Clark here with the and one opportunity. His shot is up and good. 16-15 now, MNU on top at home. 10-15 to go in the first half. Brody Thompson, guarded by Sarai, top the key, will give it off to Pope. Pope backs it out, gives it to Epps. Epps sends it over to Michael Connor. Michael Connor able to capture himself here on the corner of half court. And his coach will call him a timeout to bail him out there. We'll be right back here on KMU Sports Radio, MNUsports.com. Welcome back to Bell Family Arena on the side of today's contest between your MNU men's basketball team, the number 22 in the land, taking on Missouri Valley from Marshall, Missouri. MNU comes in with a record of 20-7, the 21st 21 season in 23 tries for Coach Rocky Lamar. Looking to go to 21-7 in the HAC. And if Culver Stockton knocks off Evangel this afternoon, it'll be a three-way tie for first in the Heart. Brody Thompson now left. Gives it over to Epps. Epps guarded by Clark. And Epps will do a step back three off the back rim, no good. And David Clark gets the pass from. And so off the miss by Epps, Brody Thompson tried to go over and save it, but threw it right in the hands of Clark. Clark gave it off to Dowd. Pump fake by Dowd. Went up and had the ball blocked way out of bounds by Michael Connor. But he throws it into French, who misses the easy one inside, and it'll go out of bounds off of French, said the official. So with 16-15 is the score, MNU on top. Jordan Epps top the key against David Clark. Epps splits the double team and goes all the way to the free throw line. His shot is no good. Rebounded by David Clark. Here comes Clark right side. Now Rustin Dowd. Across the point of no return is the senior. Senior guard from Olathe. Gets a screen from Newton, who's also on the floor for the Pioneers, as well as Connor Langer. Newton one dribbles, tries to get it up. And a good fight there by Newton, who has great composure inside the paint and is able to finish there with that great upper body strength. Now Epps, right side Smith. And Smith, the senior from Fort Worth, go all the way to the bucket. Missed it. Rebounded by Pope. He misses his. He gets another offensive rebound. Rebounded by Smith again. And they're going to call a jump ball between Smith and French. As David Smith showing his athleticism, getting off the floor and being able to get in the same position as Jacob French to rebound the basketball. They both come down with it. So jump ball arrow in the direction of Missouri Valley. Jordan Epps to throw it in for the Vikings. Epps over to Deliska. Deliska gives it to Connor, guarded by Dowd. Right free throw line extended. And he's going to go around. He'll get top of the key. And he'll shoot a three. Well, Michael Connor, and it's good. Off-bounce shot there a little bit by the senior, but he got it to go. It's 18 all, 8:22 remaining. Here's Jacob French, left baseline against Deliska. Jacob French back him down, does a little spin move off the rim and rolls around good. Didn't even use the glass, but Jacob French, the senior from Overland Park, gets to go. 12-point lead now for the Pioneers. Epps guarded by Clark. Now give it over right to Michael Connor. Michael Connor, he'll shoot another three. It's off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Newton. Newton out to Dowd. Dowd looking ahead, but stops and sets up the offense very wisely, does the senior guard from Olathe. And David Clark gets the ball in nice position, kicks it out to Newton. Newton, the three-point bucket is good for Brandon Newton, and if he's wide open, he'll make that shot. He doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but when he does, they normally go down. MNU on top now by 5, 23-18, their biggest lead of the ball game. Pope, right side Smith. Smith guarded by Langer, gives it inside to Deliska. Deliska guarded by Newton. He'll go up with a right-handed hook. No good, rebounded by Newton. Here comes Dowd. Dowd down the right sideline, guarded by Connor. Right side to Clark. Now top to Key Newton as they slow down just a smidge. Here's Dowd. Dowd trying to go to the pass. The ball stripped from behind by Smith. Smith picks it up in the full court. And they're going to say he double dribbled, but a good call there by the official as Rocky Lamar jumped out of his seat, begging for the double dribble, and got it. And so the coach from Missouri Valley not too happy with that. Chad Lance upset with the call on the double dribble. But Howard Jacob French has the ball at the free throw line. Rustin Dowd now 3 from the corner. It's good for Olathe's boy, Rustin Dowd. 2,006 points now for the senior guard. And we're going to have a timeout here by Missouri Valley. We'll be right back with 6:51 remaining. Your Pioneers on top 26-18. You're listening to KMNU Sports Radio at KMNUsports.com. Welcome back to Cook Center in the Bell Family Arena, where your MNU men are on top of the Missouri Valley Vikings. 26-18, 6:51 remaining in the first half. It's been an up and down ball game as far as the pace goes. Something Coach Rocky Lamar likes to do with his teams, pushing the tempo and being in transition. And both teams doing that this afternoon. A little bit of a 6-0 run here. Excuse me, an 8-0 run for the Pioneers to get out in front. It was tied at 18 earlier in the half. But now they have the 8-point advantage. Jordan Epps here, the leading scorer for the Vikings. Top the key to Deliska. Deliska spin move middle of the lane against Thomas. Rolls around, no good. Rebounded by Luke. Luke got to Langer in the break. Langer gives the lob to Clark. Clark was out of bounds. So Connor Langer trying to get the pass to Clark for the oop, but not quite the pass that Clark needed to convert on the play. Be out of bounds off MNU. Top the key, Pope. Pope, right side Smith. Guarded by Langer. Langer makes him pick it up. Now Connor. Connor, he'll step up to the three-point line and shoot a three. He misses, gets his out off his rebound off the glass. As his guy, Rustin Dowd, was on the floor. And Rustin Dowd will shoot a three of his own. And Rustin says, I can make that. So a miss by Connor on one end. Rustin Dowd says, I'll shoot the three and make it. 9-point lead now for the Pioneers, 29-20, 6 minutes to go. Pope against Thomas. Pope a three, rather. Here's an offensive rebound as Thomas didn't even go to box him out. And here's Epps. Epps a little fade away from the baseline. And they're going to say that David Clark fouled him. I'm not so sure about that call there on the baseline, but that will be the second personal for the senior, David Clark. 10th or the 8th of the foul, or of the half rather, for MNU. Jordan Epps, the freshman. His first shot, no good.
For the Vikings, number 10, Jim Thomas, and number 42, Nick Diano.
And David Clark, I believe, getting his first breather of the game. Here as Justin Collard comes in. Good minutes there by David Clark. And Jordan Epps' second free throw is good. Cutting it back to 8. Full court pressure here by the Vikings as Connor Langer is going to take a three-point shot early in the shot clock, but he gets it to go. Connor Langer, another one of those guys where you don't want to leave open on the three-point line because he will shoot it and he will make it a good majority of the time. Jordan Epps shakes Collard out of his shoes. Misses the shot, offensive rebound out to the Vikings. Here's a shot by Thomas, who misses it. Now head to Langer. And it's good. And so Connor Langer with the go-ahead layup there. As Collard, when he was almost juked out of his shoes here on the offensive possession for Missouri Valley, I don't think he twisted his ankle, possibly, so they're going to call a timeout. 30 seconds for Rocky Lamar to get him a substitution. Nate Lanias will be his sub coming in here after the timeout. With 5:14 remaining, it's 34-21, 13-point lead now for the Pioneers over Missouri Valley. The last time these two teams met was a 3-overtime contest that ended with a Pioneer victory down in Marshall, Missouri. The Pioneers right now sitting third in the Heart with a win here and a Culver Stockton win against Evangel. It'll be a three-way tie with MNU controlling their own destiny with their last two games coming against Evangel at Evangel and then hosting Culver next Saturday. You can catch that game right here on KMU Sports Radio and MNUsports.com. Smith will go baseline, gives it off to Epps. Epps top the key to Thomas. Thomas, his three is good. Jim Thomas from Missouri Valley. Nice passing there, led for the open three. 24-34, 10-point game. Rustin Dowd going at Smith. And Smith tripped Dowd. They're going to call him for the foul. Brody Thompson checking in. The second foul on Smith, the senior from Fort Worth. He'll come out as Brody Thompson's checked in. Rustin Dowd shooting a pair of free throws as they're in the double bonus. The Pioneers are. Rustin, his shot is up and good.
Substitution for the Vikings, number 3, Brody Thompson.
And Nick Sarai also coming in for Nate Lanias. And Rustin Dowd, his shot is up and good. So 36-24 with 4:35 remaining. Your Pioneers on top of the Missouri Valley Vikings. Now right side, Thomas. Thomas over to Deliska. Deliska picks up the ball, now back to Jim. Jim will dribble all the way to the left elbow and shoot a nice little 18-footer now out to Dowd as he pushes it in transition. Dowd against Thomas, gets a screen from Luke Thomas. Loses the handle, recovered by Langer. Langer's going to shoot a 25-footer, and it's going to be in and out, no good. Pretty early in the shot clock, another one as Jordan Epps will come down and shoot a three of his own and drill it. So the game is back to 7 after the freshman drains that free throw. Nick Sarai over to Thomas. Thomas saw it cutting Langer, didn't give it to him. Now gives it to Connor here in the corner. Gives it into Thomas and put too much spin on the ball as it spun right out of bounds. Jason Garrettson coming into the game for Connor Langer. And so a really early shot, a deep shot too for Langer, as well as a bad pass will get him back on the bench. Jason Garrettson in the game, defending Thomas, but Epps here with the ball. Now it's Thompson. Thompson inside to Deliska. And a 3-second violation on Diata across the lane. We'll get back to the Pioneers. David Clark coming in for Rustin Dowd. .325 remaining. The Pioneers on top, 36-29. Nick Sarai with the ball atop the key for MNU. Right side, David Clark, guarded by Epps. Clark gives it off to Thomas. Thomas, one dribble against Diata. Dribbles him all the way down the lane. Tries a backhand and reverse layup. Gets his own offensive rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Diata.
Foul's number 42, Nick Diata.
That's the second foul on Nick Diata, the junior from Senegal, Africa. And Luke Thomas will shoot 2 free throws. His first run rolls around, no good. James Pope coming in the game for the Vikings, taking out Diata, and Rustin Dowd coming in for David Clark. And Nate Lanias coming in for Garrettson. And here's Epps, guarded by Dowd. Now right side to Thompson. Thompson guarded by Lanias. Thompson, he'll lose the handle as he tries to give it to somebody inside. Dowd against Epps. Dowd over to Sarai. Sarai off the glass, no good, but he was fouled. He'll get 2. Actually, they said it was on the floor, I believe.
Fouls on number 10, Jim Thomas. That's his 3rd personal.
Nope, we'll shoot 2.
Sarai at the line shooting.
I was right the first time, as Nick Sarai is going to get a couple free throws off of the foul from Thomas, his 3rd. Double bonus for the Pioneers. And Sarai's free throw is good. On the lefty out of Lafayette, Louisiana, drains the first free throw. And since he's been back in the lineup, Nick Sarai, Pioneers have not lost a game. Going 3-0 in the stretch since he's been back after missing 15 games with a knee injury. So Luke Thomas got the offensive rebound off the miss, but lost handle of the ball. Here's Thompson. Brody Thompson gives it inside to Pope. Pope to Deliska, who makes the shot and was fouled by French. And both French and Coach Lamar are a little upset with the call there, but that's the decision. The second foul on French will be the 19th foul on M&U. Deliska, his free throw is good. And it's right, just like that, it's right back to 6 with 2:30 remaining, 38-32. Sarai with the ball here, across the point of no return. Sarai now left side. Spin move there, gives it off to Dowd. Dowd looks at a 3, now dribbles all the way to the right corner rather. Now back to Sarai, top of key. Sarai calling out a play. Gives it off to French. French from the free throw line, off balance shot, rebounded by Connor, Michael Connor, that is, from Missouri Valley. And the official had his back turned as it might have been a double dribble there, but to no avail. Jordan Epps giving off to Pope. Pope off the glass, good. 4-point ball game now, 38-34 as the Pioneers were ahead by 12 at 1 point. And Missouri Valley has now cut it back after a couple stops and a couple buckets. Nate Lanias, right wing, now to Nick Sarai, top the key. Sarai, left side, Dowd. Dowd to Sarai. Sarai across court to Lanias. Lanias to French. French tries to get inside to Thomas. Had the ball tipped away. Now Thomas in the right corner with it. And Luke will take it all the way to the bucket himself. Off bounce shot for Thomas. And rebound out to Missouri Valley. Here's Epps, the freshman, over to Connor. Connor, another 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Pope. Pope gets his offensive rebound and the putback. 2-point ball game, 1 minute to go here in the first half. As Rocky Lamar yelling for a timeout and eventually got it here. 1:02 remaining. The Pioneers on top, 38-36, but a 10-point run here for the Missouri Valley Vikings have put them into position to tie or take the lead here before half. We'll be right back here on KMU Sports Radio, MNUsports.com. Back to the action here at Bell Family Arena. Inside Cook Center on top of Rocky Lamar's court. 1 minute to go. MNU in possession. They are up 38-36, but have been dry as of late as Missouri Valley went on a 10-0 run to cut it back to 2. A foul inside here. They're going to call that one on Michael Connor.
That's his first.
The first foul for him, but double bonus here for the Pioneers will give Jacob French a couple free throws.
French at the line, shooting 2.
And Jacob sinks his first, the senior from Overland Park, Kansas. Having an outstanding season as he drains the second. Back to 4 now is the lead. Jordan Epps, the sensational freshman from Missouri Valley, the ball in his hands now. Right wing gets a screen here from Deliska and tries to get to Deliska to bounce off Elias' hand back to Epps. Epps over to Thompson. Deliska traveled with it. And back to the Pioneers here. And Deliska just turned and faced, but shuffled his feet before putting the ball on the ground, so they call him for the travel. As Weston Dowd gets it left side to late. Lannis back to Dowd, top the key, actually on top of the big covered wagon here at Bell Family Arena and Rocky's court. About half a second between the game and the shot clock. Left side of Lannis to French. French one dribble over to Langer. Langer tries to go baseline. And they're going to say that Michael Connor fouled. And Michael Connor very upset about that, as is Coach Chad Lance.
That's his second personal.
But we've seen the last few games, officials calling the game tight, calling the small things just to keep everything under control so it doesn't get rough later on. As Connor Langer's first free throw rolls around, no good for the junior from Gardner. Shot clock is off, 8.3 remaining in the first half. Connor Langer's second free throw is good, 41-36 MNU. So Jordan Epps bring up the ball up the floor for the Vikings. He'll shoot a long three, and it's good for Epps. And that'll be your first half. 41-39, the Pioneers are on top, but not by a lot, just by 2. They had a lead of 12 points early in the contest, and then Missouri Valley went on a 10-point run to cut it back to 2. MNU were able to pull it to 5 before Jordan Epps' last second 3 there at the end of the half. About 15-minute halftime, and we'll be right back here on MNUsports.com.
Return back. Return back to the Creator. Return back to Him who gave His only begotten Son for each and every one of us. From the tribes and the nations, we say, Hanemai, Hanemai, Hanemai.
In order for us to engage in worship, our body has to move. see tonight is a way of our worship. Amen? Paul said, your body is a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing unto God. It's an act of worship. Let's worship him. What does he deserve our worship?
Yo! back here on Sports Radio, sports.com. Top 41, 39. Rusty Albert all scores in the first half. Missouri Valley, and we're going to stick the Zoom play here in the second half.
And I believe, yep, they're going to say his blood on his mouth. They got popped in the mouth there by an elbow or a shoulder rather. And by rule, if they stop the game for a player injury, a substitution needs to happen. And Connor Langer almost falls over. Might be a Could be a concussion here for Langer. Hopefully. Hopefully he can return to the game. Possibly. Almost fell down there in the huddle. Wish him the best of luck as the trainers take him down in the bench. Justin Collard, on the other hand, getting the sub in for him. And that's going to hurt the Pioneers here later because he averages 12 points a game. He has 6 points so far in the game, this Connor Langer. As Reston Dow brings the ball up the floor for MNU. On top of the big covered wagon in the middle of Bell Family Arena, Rocky Lamar's court. Playing a little zone defense is the Vikings. Luke Thomas here against DeLisca. Luke Thomas, right-handed hook, no good. Rebounded by Michael Connor. He'll bring up the ball up the floor for MVC. Backs it out. Now into DeLisca. DeLisca, one dribble, two dribble, spins to the middle. And they're going to call a foul as he tried to spin middle. They're going to call that on Justin Collard. His first personal foul, the third foul on the Pioneers in the half. And on the floor was it as Jordan Epps throws the ball in here for MVC out to Thomas. Now into DeLisca. And DeLisca, we're going to say, was bumped on the floor. As the officials not letting anything squeeze by in this contest. The 14th foul of the half for the Pioneers. The second on Luke Thomas.